30 times entitled Karens picked a fight with the wrong animals. Animal encounters can be a thrilling experience, ***, as long as you respect nature, ***, but what happens when people decide to push their luck with the wrong creatures? From ferocious bobcat attacks to rampaging cows that had zero patience, these 30 entitled Karens learn the hard way that wildlife doesn't play by their rules. Brace yourself for unbelievable moments of arrogance, instant regret, and wild justice served by the animal kingdom. They thought it was just a peaceful farm, big mistake. Police car light. What started as a fun day at the farm turned into a heart-pounding chase. A group of friends innocently admired a herd of cows from a distance, never expecting what would happen next. Warning: cows may seem docile, but when provoked or startled, they can charge fast. Weighing up to 1,500 pounds, a stampede can be devastating. Trampling, headbutting, or even getting cornered could lead to serious injuries. Collision. Then, pure panic sets in. The group freezes in terror as the cows suddenly start closing in. With no time to think, they must act fast, or risk the worst. Fearful face. Lesson learned: when dealing with large animals, respect their space and never assume they won't react. She just wanted a photo, the camel had other plans. Camera with flash. A once-in-a-lifetime vacation photo quickly turned into a nightmare. This woman excitedly poses next to a camel, unaware that the seemingly calm animal is about to turn on her. Warning: camels may look gentle, but they're powerful, unpredictable, and can be highly aggressive. With their massive size, strong legs, and sharp teeth, they can easily bite, kick, or knock a person to the ground. Collision. Then, disaster strikes. Just as the shutter clicks, the camel lunges, sending everyone into a frenzy. A single mistake in handling could have ended in severe injuries or worse. Fearful face. Luckily, the camel was muzzled. Without it, this encounter could have been far more terrifying. A crucial reminder: never underestimate a wild animal, no matter how tame they appear. She ignored the warning signs, the cat didn't. Cat face. Never underestimate a cat. Despite their small size, they can be shockingly dangerous. Their razor-sharp claws and needle-like teeth can cause painful injuries, and worse, their bites can lead to serious infections like cat scratch fever or even rabies. Cat face. With wry smile. But this woman didn't take the warning seriously. She kept pushing the cat's limits, completely unaware that she was about to regret it. Collision. Then it happens. Out of nowhere, the cat lashes out. A single swipe and she realizes just how powerful these tiny predators can be. Warning: lesson learned? Respect a cat's boundaries, or be prepared to face the consequences. She thought it was harmless, until it charged. You sheep may look fluffy and innocent, but don't be fooled. When they feel threatened or territorial, they won't hesitate to strike, and their power is seriously underestimated. Video camera. This woman kept recording as a sheep slowly approached, its stance getting more aggressive by the second. Instead of backing off, she ignored the warning signs. Collision. Then it happens. Out of nowhere, the sheep charges. Its strong head and weight collide with full force, proving that even seemingly gentle animals can cause serious injuries like fractures or concussions. Warning: lesson learned? Never assume an animal is harmless, because when they decide to strike, you might not have time to react. She never expected this to happen on live stream. Movie camera. Live streaming in public can be unpredictable, sometimes in ways you'd never expect. You're not just capturing people's attention, but also uninvited guests who might have their own plans. Video camera. This girl was casually enjoying her meal while live streaming when, out of nowhere, a bold thief swooped in. She barely had time to react before her food was snatched right from her hands. Eagle birds, especially in public places, are cunning opportunists. They watch, wait, and strike at the perfect moment, turning an ordinary meal into a chaotic disaster. Warning lesson learned? If you're eating outside, keep an eye on your food, or prepare to lose it to a feathered felon. She got way too comfortable, big mistake. Goats may seem playful, but getting too comfortable around them can backfire fast. If they feel threatened, stressed, or just in the mood to assert dominance, you could end up on the receiving end of a powerful headbutt. Video camera. This woman learned that lesson the hard way when she let her guard down near a young goat. At first, everything seemed fine, until the animal suddenly switched from friendly to feisty. Warning: even young goats can be unpredictable. Their playful energy can quickly turn into aggressive headbutting or kicking, leading to painful bruises, or worse. Dashing away. Luckily, after a quick scare, the goat backs off. But next time, she might not be so lucky. When a horse trainer becomes the target, a painful lesson in trust. Horse training horses takes patience, skill, and sometimes, nerves of steel. In this intense encounter, a dedicated trainer is teaching her horses to lay down on command, a routine exercise, until things take a dangerous turn. Warning: out of nowhere, one of the horses lunges forward and sinks its teeth into her. With a bite force of up to 500 pounds, a horse's bite can break bones, cause deep bruises, and even lead to serious infections if the skin is punctured. Fearful face. Just when she thinks the worst is over, it happens again. The same horse bites her twice, proving that even experienced trainers aren't safe from these powerful animals. Clapping hands. But instead of panicking, she keeps her cool, laughing off the pain. A true testament to her expertise, but also a reminder that even the most trained animals can be unpredictable. Gorilla enclosure turns into terrifying scene as zookeepers scramble to escape. A crowd of tourists and locals gathered around a gorilla enclosure, excitedly watching as zookeepers fed the powerful primates. The atmosphere was lively and cheerful until things took a sudden, chilling turn. Without warning, the massive gorilla made an unexpected move, sending the crowd into pure panic. Screams filled the air as onlookers braced for what they feared could be a catastrophic moment. As the tension skyrocketed, one zookeeper barely managed to escape. But the second? Trapped inside with the enormous beast. With every second feeling like an eternity, the zookeeper finally spots an opening. The gorilla turns its back. Wasting no time, she sprints for her life, making a heart-pounding escape that left everyone breathless. Morning turns into nightmare as woman faces rabid bobcat and raging cow. What started as a peaceful morning quickly spiraled into pure terror. A woman, simply trying to walk her dog and exercise, suddenly found herself face-to-face with a rabid bobcat. The ferocious animal lunged at her without hesitation, its aggressive body language and erratic behavior signaling a deadly threat. Rabies is fatal, and with each second, the risk of transmission skyrocketed. Desperate to protect her dog, the woman fought back, but the bobcat was relentless. After a heart-stopping struggle, the wild predator finally retreated, leaving her shaken but alive. But just when it seemed the danger was over, another terrifying encounter was caught on camera. A woman stepped outside, casually greeting a neighbor, completely unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Within seconds, a raging cow charged, knocking her to the ground with terrifying force. As the shocking attack unfolded, another woman rushed to help, risking her own safety to fend off the massive animal. Would their efforts be enough to stop the deadly rampage? With adrenaline pumping, they managed to scare off the beast, narrowly escaping what could have been a tragic ending. Woman faces unstoppable sheep attack, instantly regrets it. Sheep may look harmless, but don't be fooled. When provoked, they can be downright dangerous. One woman learned this lesson the hard way after deciding to challenge a seemingly docile domesticated sheep. What started as a curious interaction quickly escalated into pure chaos. With unrelenting force, the enraged sheep charged straight at her, head-butting with brute strength and showing no signs of stopping. Rams are especially aggressive during mating season, and this one wasn't backing down. Experts advise staying calm, never turning your back, and using objects as shields, but in this case, none of it worked. As the relentless assault continued, the woman realized she had only one option left: run. In a desperate bid for safety, she scrambled onto the hood of her car, narrowly escaping the vicious onslaught. This terrifying encounter proves that even the most unexpected animals can become a serious threat. YouTuber Christine Fisher's fishing triumph turns into a nightmare. Christine Fisher, a renowned outdoor YouTuber, is no stranger to wild adventures. From hunting and hiking to fishing in unpredictable waters, she's faced it all. But in this video, nature fights back in a way she never expected. With her camera rolling, Christine excitedly reels in a massive muskie from the Swasana River. Just as she celebrates her big catch, things take a shocking turn. "Fishing pole one hook is really giving me some issues," she mutters, struggling to free the fish. In a split second, disaster strikes. The muskie, known for its razor-sharp teeth, lunges, sinking them into her hand. Christine winces in pain, quickly realizing she's just been bitten by one of the river's top predators. Muskies don't typically attack humans, but mishandling one can turn ugly fast. Luckily, the bite leaves only a small cut, but this close call serves as a reminder that even seasoned adventurers aren't immune to nature's surprises. Terrifying camel encounter: why you should keep your distance. Camels are often seen as gentle giants, but under the right, or wrong, conditions, they can be surprisingly dangerous. Whether it's mating season, mistreatment, or simply feeling threatened, these massive animals can bite, kick, or use their powerful necks to take down a person in an instant. And in this shocking encounter, we see another chilling reason why keeping your distance is a must. Movie camera: as a mother and her child admire a seemingly calm and docile camel, the situation takes an unexpected turn. Without warning, the massive animal lunges forward, sinking its teeth into the unsuspecting mother. Face screaming in fear, gasps and shouts fill the air as onlookers process what just happened. But instead of panicking, the quick-thinking mother reacts swiftly, grabbing her child and creating distance before the situation can escalate. Her calm response helps prevent serious injury, proving that when it comes to wild animals, no matter how tame they seem, you should always be prepared for the unexpected. Terrifying cow charge: a close call that could have ended in disaster. It starts as an innocent moment, a woman and her dog, cautiously approaching what seems to be a calm, grazing cow. The scene is being recorded from a distance, capturing what appears to be just another peaceful countryside moment. Police car light, but then, everything takes a terrifying turn. As they inch closer, the cow suddenly snaps. With shocking speed, it charges straight at them, transforming a harmless stroll into a desperate fight for survival. Face screaming in fear, panic sets in as the woman and her dog scramble for safety, using their car as a shield against the raging animal. But just when it seems they might have outmaneuvered it, she makes a heart-stopping decision. Instead of waiting for the animal to back off, she takes a risk that could have gone horribly wrong. In a final split-second dash, she manages to reach her home, slamming the door shut just in time. Thought balloon: now imagine if she hadn't been fast enough. CCTV captures terrifying bobcat attack on couple. A quiet morning *** quickly turned into a real-life horror scene when a couple, casually preparing to leave their house, was ambushed by an unexpected predator. Surveillance footage shows them loading their car, unaware that lurking nearby was something truly terrifying. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a ferocious bobcat *** lunges at the woman, forcing her into a desperate fight for survival. As she screams and struggles to fend off the relentless animal, her partner springs into action. Without hesitation, he grabs the wild cat *** and, in a move straight out of an action movie, hurls it across the driveway. The stunned bobcat scrambles away, defeated, leaving behind a moment so intense that it shocked viewers worldwide, a nasty surprise you won't forget. At first, it seems like a harmless, friendly encounter, a woman standing among a group of llamas, engaging with them in what looks like a peaceful moment. But looks can be deceiving. Police car light as the seconds tick by, something shifts. The once calm interaction begins to feel tense. The llama's body language changes, but the woman doesn't pick up on the warning signs. Then, without warning, it happens. Nauseated face, a powerful jet of foul-smelling spit is launched straight at her. Llama spit isn't just gross, it's a mix of saliva and stomach contents, carrying a stench that lingers for hours. Worse yet, it can irritate the skin and burn the eyes, making this much more than just an embarrassing moment. As she recoils in shock and disgust, one thing becomes clear: when a llama gives you a warning, you better listen, unless you want a face full of regret. Never underestimate a sheep, this girl learned the hard way. At first glance, sheep may seem harmless and docile, but don't be fooled, they can turn into battering rams when provoked. One girl learned this the hard way when she made the mistake of underestimating a sheep's strength. Collision: the moment of impact is brutal. The sheep lowers its head, gains momentum, and charges, again and again. Each powerful headbutt increases the risk of bruises, fractures, or even concussions. And if you think one hit is bad, try taking multiple in a row. The sheer force behind these repeated blows makes escaping nearly impossible. Fearful face as the girl stumbles, desperately trying to retreat. The terrifying reality sets in: she should have never underestimated the power of this seemingly gentle animal. Tourists regret messing with the wrong locals. Fierce monkeys take over. A tropical paradise quickly turns into a scene of chaos when unsuspecting tourists underestimate the true rulers of Monkey Beach. Monkey at first, it's all fun and games. Visitors eagerly interact with the island's famous monkeys, snapping photos and offering snacks. But within seconds, the mood shifts from playful to pure panic. Fearful face: the monkeys, emboldened by food and human presence, turn aggressive, snatching bags, clawing at hands, and even baring their teeth in warning. Some unlucky tourists get chased down the shore, scrambling for safety. Light bulb lesson learned: these aren't cuddly mascots, they're wild animals with sharp teeth, quick reflexes, and no patience for disrespect. If you ever visit Monkey Beach, keep your snacks in your distance. Seagull swarm: a beach day turns into a feathery nightmare. Beach with umbrella: two friends hit the beach on a sunny day, expecting a relaxing afternoon. One of them, however, gets a brilliant idea that backfires in the worst way possible. She tosses some food into the air, thinking it'll be fun to attract a few seagulls. Big mistake. Within seconds, a chaotic swarm descends, flapping, screeching, and pecking. Face screaming in fear, the panicked woman tries to escape, but the birds have locked onto their target, her. Their sharp beaks and claws turn a silly mistake into a Hitchcock-worthy nightmare. French fries: realizing her only way out, she flings the bait as far as possible. The seagulls finally redirect their attack, leaving her shaken, but thankfully unscathed. Let this be a lesson: never underestimate a hungry seagull mob. Reporter's nightmare: agitated camel turns live broadcast into chaos. Microphone. A reporter bravely holds her ground while covering a story near a restless camel. She tries to stay professional, but the massive animal has other plans. Two-hump camel. At first, things seem under control, until the camel suddenly lunges at her. She flinches but keeps her composure, laughing nervously while attempting to continue her report. Then, the unthinkable happens. Fearful face. The camel bites down, hard. The crowd gasps as the animal refuses to let go, escalating the situation from awkward to downright terrifying. Hourglass. Not done. 20 agonizing seconds later, the camel finally releases her. Though visibly shaken, the reporter soldiers on, proving that the news never stops, even when you're under attack. When roosters attack, a backyard turns into a battlefield. Rooster. A peaceful afternoon takes a shocking turn as a family enjoys their yard, completely unaware of the danger lurking nearby. Video camera. The camera captures a woman strolling across the grass, minding her own business, until chaos strikes. Warning. Out of nowhere, a furious rooster charges at her, claws out, wings flapping aggressively. Don't be fooled by their small size. Roosters have razor-sharp spurs that can cause serious injuries, punctures, and deep cuts. Face screaming in fear. She tries to defend herself, but the relentless bird keeps attacking, showing no signs of backing down. Will she escape unscathed, or is this feathery fury out for revenge? Chicken. One thing's for sure, underestimating a rooster might just be the last mistake you make. When a TV show turns into a kangaroo boxing match. Movie camera. A live animal segment takes a terrifying twist. An animal rescuer proudly showcases a boxing kangaroo in front of a packed audience, expecting an entertaining and educational moment. At first, everything seems under control, but that illusion doesn't last long. Boxing glove. Without warning, the seemingly calm kangaroo turns aggressive. It lunges at its caregiver, then sets its sights on the unsuspecting news anchor. Kangaroos have incredibly powerful kicks that can cause serious injuries, even broken bones. Fearful face. Handlers rush to de-escalate the situation, but the kangaroo isn't done yet. The chaos escalates as it delivers another fierce attack, making it clear who's in charge of the studio now. Clapping hands. Despite the harrowing encounter, the crew somehow manages to keep their composure, proving that professionalism can survive even the most unexpected animal ambushes. A vacation memory she won't forget. House with garden. Revisiting an old home can bring back cherished memories, but this woman's nostalgia takes a painful turn. While exploring her childhood property, she spots a sheep and, on a whim, decides to do something reckless. Video camera. With her sibling recording, she boldly attempts to ride the sheep. Big mistake. In a split second, she loses control, crashing to the ground as the startled animal reacts in the worst possible way. Fearful face. As if hitting the dirt wasn't bad enough, the sheep isn't done. It turns on her, delivering an unexpected follow-up attack that leaves her stunned and scrambling to get up. Hourglass. Not done. Before we can see the full aftermath, the video cuts off, leaving us all wondering what happened next. One thing's for sure, this is one vacation story she'll never forget. Terrifying crow attack caught on CCTV, a couple's worst nightmare. House with garden. A quiet evening takes a chilling turn when a couple approaches their front door, only to be met by an ominous crow perched on their roof. At first, they try to ignore it, but the bird seems to grow more aggressive by the second. Desperate to get inside, the man fumbles with the keys, but the crow isn't having it. With each passing moment, its calls grow louder and more menacing, a clear warning. Face screaming in fear. Then, without warning, the crow strikes. It dives at the woman, pecking and clawing before retreating to its perch, watching them with eerie intent as they scramble inside. Video camera. As the door slams shut, the crow remains, its piercing calls echoing until the video cuts off. Was this just a territorial warning, or something more sinister? Either way, this couple won't be forgetting this night anytime soon. Alpaca turns aggressive, shocking encounter caught on camera. Llama alpacas may look cute and harmless, but underestimate them, and you might regret it. One woman learns this lesson the hard way when she approaches an alpaca a little too closely, and then, this happens. Nauseated face without warning, the alpaca unleashes a disgusting, foul-smelling spit attack. While it may seem harmless, alpaca spit contains bacteria that can irritate the skin and eyes, making this more than just a gross surprise. Face screaming in fear, stunned and horrified, the woman recoils in shock, realizing she's lucky to have only been spit on. Others who get too close aren't always so fortunate. Some face full-blown alpaca aggression, including kicks and charges. Video camera: a word of caution: the next time you encounter an alpaca, remember this moment, or you might be next. Young woman approaches cow. What happens next is terrifying. Cow. What starts as an innocent vlog quickly turns into a heart-pounding moment of danger. A young woman, excited by the sight of a cow in an open field, decides to get closer, but she never expected this reaction. Dashing away without warning, the cow suddenly charges straight at her. Weighing up to 1,500 pounds, a charging cow can cause serious injuries, from broken bones to internal damage. Their sheer size and speed make evasion crucial, but will she escape in time? Face screaming in fear with barely a second to react, she scrambles to safety as the cow halts its charge. If it had continued, this light-hearted encounter could have ended in disaster. Video camera: let this be a lesson: never underestimate a seemingly calm animal. One wrong move, and you could be in serious trouble. She underestimated a rooster, then this happened. Chicken roosters may be small, but they're far from harmless. With razor-sharp spurs, powerful beaks, and a fierce territorial instinct, they can turn unexpectedly aggressive in an instant. Unfortunately, this woman learned that lesson the hard way. Warning: as she moves closer, the rooster sees her as a threat, and suddenly, it strikes. In a blur of feathers and fury, it lunges at her, pecking and kicking with relentless force. A full-grown rooster can cause painful cuts, bruises, and even serious eye injuries. Shield: how do you defend yourself? Using a barrier like a stick or calmly backing away can help, but one wrong move, and you could be its next target. Anxious face with sweat: thankfully, she escapes without serious injury, but this harmless encounter could have ended much, much worse. Always respect animals, no matter their size. She thought it was just a game. Big mistake. What starts as a playful moment quickly takes a dangerous turn. A woman enters a sheep enclosure, enjoying what seems like a harmless interaction, until she makes one critical mistake. Warning: she tries to roughhouse with the sheep. Bad idea. In an instant, the animal reacts, bucking and kicking with surprising force. Sheep may look gentle, but their powerful legs and sharp hooves can cause serious injuries. Not to mention, stress can make them unpredictable and even aggressive. Collision: then, the worst happens. As she loses control, the situation spirals into a chaotic and dangerous mess. Fearful face: respect for animals is crucial. One careless action can lead to painful consequences, for both you and them. She tried feeding an alpaca, instant regret. Two-hump camel: what seemed like a fun experience turned into a nightmare. A woman excitedly feeds an alpaca, completely unaware of the hidden danger lurking in her actions. Warning: feeding alpacas can trigger aggression. If they become territorial over food, they may bite, push, or spit, and trust me, you do not want to be on the receiving end of that foul-smelling surprise. Collision: then, disaster strikes. The moment she runs out of food, The alpaca doesn't take it well, and the grossest, most humiliating thing imaginable happens. Fearful face lesson learned: when it comes to alpacas, respect their space and never underestimate their attitude. She just wanted a game, the cat had other plans. Video game. All this woman wanted was a peaceful gaming session. But her cat? Not on his watch. Video camera at first, she's focused on the screen, completely unaware of the storm brewing beside her. Then, out of nowhere, bam! The cat lashes out with razor-sharp claws and lightning speed. Warning: cat attacks can be serious. Their claws and teeth can cause deep wounds that lead to infections like cat scratch fever. And since cats can strike without warning, even a chill moment can turn into chaos in an instant. Grinning face with sweat. Luckily, this attack wasn't too brutal. But next time, she might want to pause and check in with her feline overlord first.